Good afternoon, students.
Good afternoon, sir.
Now, what I'm going to do is how the things are going to line up. I'm going to take some questions of permutation and combination. Yes, some of you are okay. One is set builder and roster form. Fine. All right. Any other problem related to set theory? Let's talk about that first. Then I'll talk about permutation and combination. So one is set builder and roster form. Any other question? All right. Let me just tell you a little bit about set builder and roster form, right? So I'll be sharing a PPT. Can you see the PPT?
Yes, sir.
No, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
So let me give you a little glimpse of what the roster form is about and what exactly the set builders form, right? So that thing I'm going to cover right away from the set theory. So try to see this thing that it is just a mere representation of a set, and you must have an idea exactly how this particular set should be represented. So let me pick up some examples, right? Let us, I just put one particular set through. I will say collection of trees in a city. Problem is pretty common, right? That means probably municipal corporation or probably any other department want to run a campaign which is related to environmental protection or planting more trees, world, what do you call it, Earth Day or this and that. So they want to know that how many existing trees are there in the city and how much progress they have made. Now, from this example, you can understand one thing. This is how data is very important. Maths and stats is very important. That means if you are using the data, you can track your progress or decay. Let us suppose there is municipal corporation in the city which has been elected in 2014, and in existing, if the city has a count of numbers that there are 1,000 trees in the city, and probably the corporation plants perhaps 500 more trees in a year, then it shows a progressive sign. But if after a couple of years, 3 years, 4 years, it has been counted again, and the number of trees are less than the previous one, in that case, those trees were not taken care of properly. So data is very important. Data is not only, data doesn't enable you to make you understand what exactly the situation is. It also let you understand whether somebody is progressing or decaying or some deterioration is happening. तो progress को, growth को track करने के लिए, परफॉर्मेंस को ट्रैक करने के लिए भी डेटा इक्वली इंपॉर्टेंट है, राइट? नाउ अब इसमें व्हेन आई टॉक अबाउट कलेक्शन ऑफ ट्रीज इन अ सिटी, यू कैन नॉट नेम द ट्रीज, and perhaps there are 10,000, 20,000, 40,000, 50,000, probably the number can go to 1 million or 2 million. That means number of cities could be many. Now if I try to represent this particular collection through a tabular form, then it will be very difficult, because the trees must have been given some names, they must have been numbered or something. So the roster form is not a good form to represent this collection. So this collection can be represented by a set builder form, and you can simply write x is equal to x such that x is a tree. Very simple in the city. So whenever set becomes bigger, that means the number of elements are very large in the set. So the first condition I'm saying is when the number of elements are large. And the second point which I'm trying to make here is when elements cannot be named properly. So these are the two conditions under which exactly I have to use a set builder or roster form. Is it clear? Is there any doubt on it? Is there any doubt on it? All right. Is there any doubt on it? You guys have any doubt on it? Is it clear? Okay. So I'm going to move to
Yes,
the agenda of the day, which is exactly permutation and combination. In the last class, I started with this particular thing. So I'll be talking about permutation and combination once again, just a refresher from the previous class. This slide represents what is the difference between permutation and combination. So what I'm trying to tell you is, if while counting all the possibilities or alternatives, order matters. अगर आप सारी possibilities count कर रहे हैं और उसमें order का एक importance है, then this solution to this kind of problem can be provided by permutation. और अगर order की importance नहीं है, then the solution can be provided by the term called combination. बहुत simple example मैंने रखा हुआ है यहाँ पे. You can see that. The selection of lock code of your phone. तो आपको phone का lock code अगर बनाना है, what is the lock code? Lock code is simply right ordering of numbers. यानी अगर मेरे phone का lock code let's say 7647 है, so do you think 6747 is also the same lock code? Is it the same lock code or is it different?
Different sir.
It's a different lock code. यानी किस ऑर्डर में ये चार नंबर अरेंज हैं, that matters a lot. That matters a lot. So how do I want to project it? तो 0 से 9 के बीच में कितने नंबर्स होते हैं? How many numbers are there between 0 to 9? Of course, including 0 and 9, there are 10 numbers in total, right? Now, if I have to generate a password of 3 digits by selecting any particular number from 0 to 9, then how many possible passwords I can generate becomes the problem of permutation, not of combination. क्यों? क्योंकि जिस order में आप number pick करोगे, that's correct. 10p3 is a correct answer. But what I am trying to say is, जिस order में आप number pick करोगे, that order becomes very, very important. That's why this is a problem of permutation, not of combination. On other hand, if I have, let's say I just go to a shop to eat something and I want to eat, let's say, some cupcakes, and out of 20 cupcakes which are put up there, I just pick up 2 cupcakes, right? Now, if you like cake, you can pick up 3 or 4, whatever. Now, out of these, like 2, 4, 6, 8 cupcakes, you want to pick up 2. Then order doesn't matter in what order you pick up the cakes, right? So this becomes a problem of combination, right? Because doesn't matter in what order you're picking up the cake. It doesn't give any cake a privilege that the cake which is picked up first will be eaten first. There's nothing like it. So in that case, order doesn't matter at all. So that becomes a problem of combination. फिर से मैं बता रहा हूँ, permutation and combination are nothing. They are just counting principles, and they count all the possibilities, all the alternatives of a selection process. तो ये सिर्फ alternative list करते हैं, decision making tool नहीं है, right? Let's go ahead. जो एक mathematically function use होता है permutation combination में, one of the most important function is the factorial notation. Now, what is factorial notation? The product of an integer with all the integers below it is known as a factorial of that integer. So let us suppose integer का मैंने आपको जब पहली क्लास ली थी उसमें number system मैंने cover किया था. I told you about what the integers are, right? Let us suppose there is an integer called 3. So 3 से छोटे कौन-कौन से integers हैं? Positive integers 2 or 1 till 0 till 1, right? इन तीनों का product will become 3 factorial. If 7 I pick up an integer, तो कितने positive integers हैं इससे नीचे? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The product of all of them becomes the factorial 7. तो any integer और उससे नीचे जितने भी integer होंगे, उन सारे integers का multiplication along with that particular number becomes the factorial. This is a general representation of factorial. That means n factorial can be given by n times n minus 1 times n minus 2, and it goes up to 1. Some examples I have taken, like 5 factorial can be written 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It can be written 5, 4 into 3 factorial, or it can also be written 5 factorial can also be written 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 factorial. Or it can be written as 5 times 4 factorial. So factorial is nothing, कोई भी integer है, 8 है जैसे, तो 8 से नीचे how many integers are there? If I look at till 1, so it is 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to multiply them all. That's it, that becomes 8 factorial. Right? So this is what the factorial notation is all about. Two things to remember. One of the most important things is that what is the value of factorial 0 and what is the value of 1 factorial. So factorial 0 is 1 and factorial 1 is also 1. So these are the two important things which you need to remember all the time. That factorial 0 always remains equal to 1. Some people will ask the proof of it or this and that. Proof is pretty simple. You can pick it from Google. It's not a big challenging job. How the factorial 0 becomes equal to 1. It's an easy proof to pick. All right. What is NCM? What is NCM? Priya, can you explain?
Yes, sir.
That we are going to discuss. Now, okay, now we are going to discuss if R selections to be made. This formula I've given you in the previous class, a little repetition. If R selections to be made out of n items, then the number of permutations can be given by NPR is equal to n factorial divided by n minus R factorial. The formula we discussed in the previous class. These are some really important results. I just skipped the previous slide quickly because it was a repetition. These are some important results which I have not discussed in the previous class. What is NP0? It becomes always 1. That means if I want to make no selection at all, then the number of permutation becomes 1. That means no selection at all. You can see the proof right here pretty simply. NP0 is equal to, and this becomes the value of R here. So n minus 0, n factorial divided by n factorial, and it becomes value 1. If I pick up NP1, that is going to come n always. NPn, that means if I have to make 4 selections out of 4. 4 selections out of 4. Then in that case, it becomes, you can see the proof here, factorial 0 is equal to 1 and it becomes n factorial. So these are results to remember which have a direct implication. Now I'm raising a question. What is the difference between ratio and proportion? So what is ratio and proportion? Look, I have written on the slide 4 out of 4. So this is the problem of proportion. This is proportion. This is ratio. When you compare two things. So this could be entire class. So I'm giving you one of the simplest examples. Let us suppose there is a class of 60 students, or let's say, let me pick it up as a number which is more mathematically correct. I will say there are 100 students in the class, out of which 60 are females. Then the proportion of girls to the entire class is 60 is to 100, right? That means out of 10 students, 6 are females. That is called proportion. So in proportion, the word called out of is used. While I talk about the ratio of girls to boys is 60 is to 40 in this class, and boys to girls is 40 is to 60. That means two different quantities of the population are compared. Did you understand the difference between ratio and proportion? In proportion, it is out of.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Proportion means out of total, how much certain part is representing. Right? And what is ratio? Ratio is comparison of two different quantities. And what is fraction? Ratio, when explained in lowest terms, is known as a fraction, right? 3 important things to remember. Okay, let's go ahead. Now, there are certain solutions. I have solved the first particular formula problem, 5p3. This is one of the simplest problems. So, I want you to solve 2, 3, 4, 5. Go ahead, solve it. Problem number 2, 3, 4, 5. Answers are written on the right. Try to solve them manually, quick. Giving you a minute. First solution is right here. You can use calculator. I don't mind. You can use a calculator And if you're using a scientific, I think the permutation formula is direct there, but don't use scientific calculator, use a simple calculator. Answers are there on the right, match them. Anybody who's having a confusion, do let me know. Okay, that's great. I think everybody has solved this particular problem. And anybody faced any difficulty in this problem or any problem, just do let me know. I'll just solve it. No issues, right? That's good. That's good. Wonderful. That means we are moving in right direction. Okay. Now this is important. This will let you understand the utility of the things. Look at the question number 6. What it says. How many ATM pins can be generated of 4 digits? Very simple answer. Now, this is a very simple question. It is not given that how many ATM numbers are there. So all of us know the numbers are between 0 to 9. The ATM pins can be generated only out of 0 to 9, right? Now, out of 0 to 9, there are 10 digits, out of which I have to choose a pin of 4 digits. So there are total possible pins that are generated are 5040. Everybody agrees with it? Is there any confusion?
No, sir.
That simply means कि दुनिया में जितने भी लोग एटीएम यूज कर रहे हैं और 4 डिजिट का पिन डाल रहे हैं ना, सब लोग 5040 में से ही कोई ना कोई पिन यूज कर रहे हैं. Does it sound fascinating? 5000 is nothing, right? This simply gives you an output. परम्यूटेशन की सिंपल प्रॉब्लम है ये कि दुनिया में जितने भी लोग हैं टोटल 5040 पिन है. अगर 4 डिजिट का पिन डल रहा है तो आपको क्या होगा, 5040 अगर नंबर ही कोड्स हैं जो पूरी दुनिया में हर कोई यूज कर रहा है. सो क्रैकिंग एन एटीएम पिन इज अ वेरी इजी जॉब, isn't it? You just have to run through all the permutations between 0 to 9 of 4 digits and that's it. One of the password is going to be fitting in. Is my PPT visible to all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
I think the answer is given right up front. I have circled it. Ram Gopal Kumar, can you see the answer? बेटा वो 6 डिजिट का पिन है ना. I'm not getting the queries. Please, one by one. Okay, let's do it this way. I'm solving question number 6 here. So what it is telling you, what it is. Okay, so the question was, how many ATM pins of 4 digits can be produced? ये क्वेश्चन है. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, just a minute. Okay, I'll improve the question. Pooja has made a valid point. If no repetition is allowed, कोई भी डिजिट आप रिपीट नहीं कर सकते, right? So in that case, how many possible permutation can you make? Pooja, is the question correct now? I think that problem is resolved. Pooja, is it clear? All right, that's great. So now what we are going to do is we'll see that how many possible pins can be generated out of 10. So I know that there are only numbers are these 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. मुझे इनमें से ही कोई एक आपका चूज करना है. नंबर एक, कोई 4 नंबर इन्हीं में से चूज करने और कोई रेपिटेशन अलाउड नहीं है. That means I cannot use 4 twice or 6 twice or 1 twice, right? So that repetition is not allowed. So in that case, I have to choose 4 numbers out of this. So out of 10 numbers, I have to choose only 4 numbers without repetition. So in that case, how many possible permutation can be there? 10 be 4. I know that order matters because moment the order change, the pin will also change. So the answer would be 10 be 4 and that will be solved as 10 factorial divided by 10 minus 4 factorial, right? That is how it is going to be solved. Now how this further can be solved? how exactly this is going to be solved? 10 minus 4 factorial, 10, 9, 8, 7, and then I will stop it at 6 factorial. Why I did that? 10 minus 4 is 6 factorial. Now I'm going to cancel it out. How much is the answer now? If you multiply them, then it is going to be 5040. So that is exactly how many possible. I will come to the repetition problem also. Just a minute. Let's go step by step. That means अगर repetition allowed नहीं है तो इतने total possible 4 digit के out of 10 मैं बना सकता हूँ numbers. Now this number will significantly increase if the repetition is allowed. उस problem को हम advanced जो versions आएगा then we are going to discuss it. But right now this is exactly if the repetition is not allowed. Like so many people have solved it if the repetition is allowed, but right now I'm not talking about whether the repetition is allowed. We are talking about the cases जब repetition allowed नहीं है. So इसी तरह से if you let's say you want to develop or you want to make a code of a phone, let's say again the repetition is not allowed, and what you have to do is you have to actually pick up a code of 6. So how many passcodes of 6 digits can be generated without repetition अब क्या होगा इसमें? Again there are numbers are from 0 to 9, 10 numbers are there and I have to pick in total 6. So the problem is going to explain me 10p6. And how much is the answer? It is going to be 10 factorial divided by 10 minus 6 factorial. That is the formula. And that is going to be 10, 9, 8, 7, and then 5, and then 4 factorial divided by 4 factorial. It is going to cancel out. And the answer is 151200. तो अगर repetition allowed भी नहीं है और number, that means R is keep on increasing. In that case, what is going to happen is you are going to have a larger and larger number. Same way, अगर 10 के 10 digits में से अगर passcode 10 digits का होगा, then it will be simply 10 factorial. Like I said, NPN is how much? It is n factorial. So then it will be 10 factorial. अगर 6 की जगह 10 digit का ही passcode आपको choose करना है, तो that will become 10 factorial. So this is one of the simplest application of permutation, which gives you a total. So for whom it becomes very, very important. For the people who crack the codes, the computer codes, who generally hack into the computers, the permutation and combination is a very, very important concept for them. Why it is so important? Because permutation and combination lists all possibilities. That's why it is very important for the people who work into code cracking or computer cracking. Because let us suppose I know the possibilities that there are 1,20,000 codes that are going to exist for this particular problem. Then I know that I have to run 1,20,000 codes. And once I run all the codes, that means I am done through that particular phase. Nothing is left. So element of confusion is not there. So permutation and combination gives you an edge when you are listing down all possibilities. Then you certainly know that how many possible things that can take place. Right. Now I'm going to pick up another type of problem of permutation. ये problem कैसी है? Let us suppose, let's pick up a very small problem. There are, let's say, 3 books. One book is of mathematics, another book is of chemistry, third book is of physics. And I want to arrange them in a shelf. So how many ways they can be arranged in a book rack? How many ways these books can be arranged? Generally आप permutation के question में देखेंगे तो arrange is the correct word, while in combination it is how many ways it can be selected in a book rack. How you are going to do it? 3 books हैं, 3 ही arrange करनी है. So that is going to be simply a problem of NPR, that means 3p3, and that is going to give me 3 factorial. That gives me 3 times 2 times 1 and gives me 6. क्या 6 possibilities हैं? Okay, I arrange maths, chemistry, physics. I arrange math, physics, chemistry. Then I put it, let's say, what could be the other possibility? Physics, maths, chemistry, physics, chemistry, maths. Then I probably chemistry, maths, physics, and chemistry, physics, maths. Right. Now, if I have to, I will change the problem a bit. Now I will say, how many ways these books can be arranged if maths and chemistry always stay together. Now the problem has changed. अभी क्या करना है कि बेसिकली मैथ्स और केमिस्ट्री की जो बुक है उसको एक साथ रखना है हमेशा और फिजिक्स की बुक को मूव कराना है. तो अगर आप टोटल नंबर ऑफ इसमें पॉसिबिलिटीज देखें, नाउ दिस विल बी कंसीडर्ड एज वन ऑब्जेक्ट एंड दिस विल बी कंसीडर्ड एज टू सेकंड ऑब्जेक्ट. ठीक है ना. एक ऑब्जेक्ट तो मैथ्स एंड केमिस्ट्री हो गया और एक ऑब्जेक्ट क्या हो गया आपका, सिंपली फिजिक्स. अब जब इनको साथ में ही रखना है तो देखो क्या कॉम्बिनेशन बन सकते हैं, या तो मैथ्स केमिस्ट्री फिजिक्स या फिजिक्स मैथ्स केमिस्ट्री. मैथ्स और केमिस्ट्री भी इंटरचेंज हो सकते हैं. इट कुड बी केमिस्ट्री मैथ्स फिजिक्स विद इन, एंड देन इट कुड बी फिजिक्स केमिस्ट्री एंड मैथ्स. ये देखो ये अंदर भी तो फ्लिप हुआ. तो ये आंसर कैसे आया इसका? हाउ एग्जैक्टली डिड यू गेट द आंसर बाय यूजिंग द परम्यूटेशन? हाउ डिड यू गेट द परम्यूटेशन? यस, गुड. सो 2 फैक्टोरियल, बिकॉज एक ऑब्जेक्ट ये है, सेकंड ऑब्जेक्ट ये हो गया, इनटू विद इन 2 फैक्टोरियल गिव्स यू एन आंसर 4. इसमें कोई कंफ्यूजन है किसी को? Is there any doubt with anybody in this? Okay, that's it. That's great. So let's modify the problem a bit. And now what I'm saying is, there are now 4 books: maths, physics, chemistry, and let's say history. So now the question is, how many ways these books can be arranged if maths, physics, and history stay together always? Go ahead. Okay. और अगर मैं इसको ऐसे चेंज करूं, ओनली मैथ्स एंड फिजिक्स स्टे टुगेदर, हाउ द आंसर विल चेंज? ओनली मैथ्स एंड फिजिक्स स्टे टुगेदर. Then also 12. Think about it. Okay, fine. I'm going to give somebody a chance. Who can Asta wants to get it explained again. Who can explain it? Vinod, can you do that? Okay, मैं बता रहा हूँ. Asta, let's put it this way. अभी आपके पास जो टोटल नंबर ऑफ बुक्स हैं 4 हैं, जिसमें से मैंने कहा मैथ्स फिजिक्स ऑलवेज स्टे टुगेदर. तो मैथ्स और फिजिक्स तो अपने आप में एक ऑब्जेक्ट हो गया, सिंगल. सेकंड ऑब्जेक्ट ये और 3 ये. सो टेक्निकली अब वर्चुअली एक्चुअली आपके पास 3 ही ऑब्जेक्ट्स हैं which need to be arranged, and 3 out of 3 can be arranged in 3 ways. That comes out factorial 3. Now क्योंकि ये 2 बुक्स हैं, they can also be interchanged. So that means out of 2, these 2 books can be arranged in 2 factorial ways. And if I multiply both of them, So this is step 1 of the problem. तो यहाँ पे multiplication rule और permutation rule दोनों लग रहे हैं, right? Shipra came up with new idea. 24. Shipra, can you explain, please?
Yes, sir. If math and physics are together, then we arrange 2 factorial and another 2 books, and these 2 books combined, then it's make 3 factorial. So 2 factorial and 3 factorial, it's make 24.
Okay, 3 factorial and 2 factorial is 24. थोड़ा सा miscalculation हो गया, चलो कोई नहीं. Concept ठीक है, concept is correct. Mathematics can be corrected. That's not a big problem. Okay, that's fine. So we are already sitting at 347 around. So what I am trying to say is that this much of permutation is more than sufficient for you, in which you can deal with simple problems of such kind. You don't have to go for very much in-depth study of permutation. That means जहाँ पे आपका multiple layer of implication आती है, because you're not going to get into computer coding. For probability and for management, this much permutation is sufficient. If you want to get more deep into it, where you use division principle also, you use 3, 4 different type of variety of examples also, that is more useful if you are into computers, you are into computer coding and all that stuff, right? If you are not into computer coding and now all, this much is more than sufficient. Now we will talk about the problem with the repetition, right? That is the last thing which I am discussing in the permutation. और बहुत ही छोटा एग्जांपल लेके चलेंगे. Let us suppose there are 3 letters A, B, C, and you have to generate a passcode of 2 numbers. ध्यान से देखिएगा इसको. So first I am going to solve it manually without using any permutation or something. Passcode of 2 numbers has to be generated out of A, B, C, and repetition is allowed. तो कितने possible passcode हम generate कर सकते हैं? How many possible passcodes I can generate? That is 27. Okay. How do we come to 27? Can somebody tell me?
Is allowed.
6.
Hello, sir. Am I audible to you?
Oh, look at this. So look at the possibilities. A, B, C is one passcode. A, C, B can be another. Now look at this. How I'm getting the different numbers. Right. Let's see exactly how we can do that. Then ABC and ACB are different passcodes. Then I'm going to use another one. Okay, sorry. It could be BCA, BAC. Then it could be CAB. Then it could be CBA. Now look at this. It could be AAA. It could be triple B. Could be triple C. It could be ABB. This is it. Then can you look into the possibilities? Oh, sorry, passcode of 2 numbers. I'm extremely sorry. I just generated the passcode of all 3. Let's do it this way. It could be AB, AC. Then it could be BA, BC, CA, CB. Then it could be AA, AB, AB, BB, CC. That is it. Any other passcode? Can somebody tell me?
No, sir.
Now your homework is to solve this with repetition. I have given you a manual thing. So what kind of multiplication principle you are going to use? That is exactly the homework with repetition. So I was pretty much hopeful that today I will finish up this combination thing also, and then I'm going to give you an assignment on that, but that's not possible. So what I'm going to do is, now this is what I'm explaining, Shubham. What I'm going to explain is, because I don't want to take a test independently of permutation. Now we'll wait for the next class, and I'm very hopeful that I will. So we will do it this way. I will send you an exercise for permutation. Permutation का एक exercise file मैं आपको भेजूंगा, which will have certain number of permutation questions. वो आपको सॉल्व करने हैं केवल। फ्राइडे वी विल हैव अ क्लास, in that I will cover combination also, and Friday night there will be a test, next the coming Friday. सेट थ्योरी में जिन लोगों को टेस्ट के रिजल्ट नहीं मिले हैं, दे कैन सेंड देयर नेम्स और अपनी ईमेल आईडी एक बार आप भेज दें, we'll cross check your results, and if there is a possibility I'll send you another particular link for the test, right? Okay, thank you, have a great day.